Architectural Builder Supply is pleased to present you with this recording of the technical question that is listed in the title of this video.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
The hinges, yes. I'm good. How are you?
Good. So, is your question basically what are those dimensions on the template?
Yes, I always tried to do my, with my tape measure, and I just don't understand those versus what I'm seeing, because I'm not reading my tape measure right. So I'm just asking you if you could just tell me, is it 2 1/4, 2 1/8? That's so much easier for me. I'm not that detailed as that.
So it's actually really simple, and I'm sorry that it's less than, but you're about to, be a pro at it. So, no, you are. In my line of work, I know what those are because I work with those dimensions. So what you're seeing, you've got 3 arrows on your marked up template, 0.937. Yes. So if you, I can tell you that that's 15/16. If you did 1 divided by 16 times 15, it'll be 0.9375. So that's 15/16.
Okay, 15/16. Let me look.
Yeah.
And that was 937. Okay, 937.
0.937.
0.937. Okay, well, I can't do any of that. So say that again. I'm trying.
Oh, no, it's super easy. So, a 1/16 of an inch is 0.0625. So if you had 0.0625 times 8, which would be 8/16 or 1/2, that would equal 0.5. So just like some waypoints, like 12/16 is 0.75. 0.75 is 3/4. 12/16 is equal to 3/4. So, when you look at the next dimension, 1.4375, you're like, oh, that's a little bit less than 1.5 or 1.5. Well, it turns out it's 1 7/16. It's just shy. So if you did 1 divided by 6.
Okay, so I've got I took my piece of paper and I scraped it with a pencil, and I drew some lines from the middles of each screw.
Okay.
So the top one, 9.37 from screw to screw, correct? The middle of each screw.
0.937 from the center line of the top screw to the center line of the second screw.
Okay, and I have got, with my very poor measuring, I've got 7/8 about that. Is that the same dimension?
It's not the same, but it's 1/16 of an inch away.
So because mine are just pencils, I'm good at saying that's the dimensions of what you've got.
It is not. I would not agree to that statement because it's not. 7/8 is not 15/16. It is 1/16 of away. Reading between the lines.
It is 1/16 away.
Yeah.
But because my pencil is probably crooked, I'm trying to look at the exact, and I want to buy the right hinge. So I'm wondering if I just shifted my paper.
Yeah. What's the next dimension coming up at? What did you get for the second dimension?
Then the second dimension is 1 1/8.
Well, that's way off. If you went from the second, if you went from the center line of the second screw hole to the center line of the middle screw hole, that's way off because
that's way off. Okay, I'm going to walk over to the hinge.
Yeah. The 1.437 is almost 1.5 inches.
It's almost 1.5 inches. Okay, I'm going to prop my door open so I don't have it swinging at me. Okay, I'm walking to I'm putting your phone over here. Now I am going to measure with just the actual measuring. So hang on. The middle of the screw is 1. No, the middle of the second screw to the middle of the other one is it's just a little over 1 1/8. So I must have the wrong hinge. Do you have one that's smaller?
Yeah, I'm thinking that the hinge that's on there is the hinge we're discussing is not the right hinge. Let me take a look.
I do too.
So we're looking at 3029. Okay, let's take a look. 3029-6 is what we were looking at. Let's look at a 3029-5. And the template for that still shows yes, excellent. So when we look at the 5-inch hinge, not only is the distance from the second to the third screw exactly 1 1/8, but the first to the second is closer to 7/8.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if the other two screws are the identical dimensions, then you need a hinge that's slightly smaller than this. But the way to really know is to measure the height of the leaf that is on the door. What's the height of the hinge leaf that's screwed to the door? Is it exactly 5 inch?
Perfect. What did you say?
5 inch.
I'm going to measure this exactly. Hang on 2 seconds. No, actually, it is, hang on. It is right there. Okay, we're going to do it again. Right there. It's 4 5/8.
Well, okay, that's good. Tell me the height of the other leaf. The leaf, can you tell me the height of the leaf attached to the frame, to the jamb?
Yeah. Oh, the jamb or...
Well, you gave me one. Okay. Well, you gave me one. Now give me the other.
Oh, it's 5 on the door?
Yeah.
It's 5.
Yeah, you're good. You need 5 inch hinges.
Yes, on the door. Oh, I got to shut. Okay, hang on, Richard. Okay, I understand now. I understand. Hang on. I see. Yes. It's 5.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hardware's fun, isn't it?
Pardon?
Hardware is fun, isn't it?
I see your measurement. Yeah, I see you're right. That open door, when it's on the other way, it's flipping. It's 5. Yep.
Yeah.
You got it. Okay, so can I give you my credit card? Can I get those too?
Well, let's take a look. Let's see what I have for this. Bear with me. Okay. Okay, this. How many do you want? Was it 2? Yeah, 2.
2.
So when it comes to 2, I can do some different finishes. Your original was in brass, a satin brass. Unfortunately, I don't have satin brass.
Okay.
So I do have a sprayed aluminum color, like a sprayed silver color.
Okay.
I do have prime coat, which is just a gray paint. Then I have oil rubbed bronze, and real dark oil rub bronze, and then I have antique bronze.
Ooh, what do you think would match best then out of those two?
Well, so those happen to be at the more expensive end of the range.
Yes. Okay.
So let's look at prime coat just for the sake of looking at. Okay, so prime coat is $75 roughly per hinge.
Okay.
The oil rubbed is for sure going to be more than $100.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh yeah, it's $108 for oil rubbed, and that antique is probably the same.
Oh, really?
So you could order prime coat and paint them yourself.
Really?
You can. That's what it's meant
look
for.
Ugly. Really? I think it would look ugly, don't you think?
I'm just not trying to put my hand in your pocket. If it was me, I'd be ordering a proper finish.
I do too. It's forever. It's lasted 23 years now, or 22 years, and I think, oh, if I can get close.
Well, none of these are close.
They're not?
The closest would be the antique bronze, but those are quite dark. They're
are they?
They're dark. But they're not silver color.
No. Is there any way, perchance, because I really don't want to paint them. There's too much detail on them. Do you know what I mean? There's just, painting is not helping me.
No.
Okay. Is there any way you could send me photos of them?
I can send you, the answer is yes, and I will do that. I will send you a new email, and it's going to have the two hinges that are these dark finishes we're discussing. There's going to be a link. There's going to be a link to a video. So the key is the last three digits in the part number, 640 and 643. The video I'm going to send you, you're going to want to scrub through that and get to the part of the video where you can see what those finishes look like. And all of the finishes are numerical. So just keep going higher until you get to 640 if you follow me.
Okay, you're going to have to give me those numbers one more time. I have a pen now.
It'll be in the paperwork I send you. It's just the last three digits of the part number.
Last three digits. Okay.
Yeah, that's all it is.
And could you send me also the silver one and the other ones, just so I can hash it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I will send you, oops, not 200. Okay, give me about 5 minutes or so, and I'll have this sent to you.
You're a dear. Okay, I'll be looking forward to it. No problem. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video.
Years ago, and somebody said, well, it's just la la la, and then someone says, well, you're supposed to do the same on both hinges, not just the top. They're supposed to balance. And then I'm reading about it, and you're not supposed to adjust the bottom hinge, and it kept flipping and hitting the door jamb, so I'd crank it up, and then it would be tight for a little while, then it would hit the door jamb again. So I just know I overcranked it. I know I overcranked it.
Yeah. So the bottom hinge is just along for the ride. It needs to have tension on it, but no more than probably 3 holes of tension. The truth is, if you need to increase the amount of stored tension on the springs to the point that you did, you need 3 hinges, 2 at the top and 1 at the bottom. Now, that is the proper textbook technical answer. You have more door than you have hardware for. Having said that, it could be that the top hinge was compromised in some way, which is what was causing the problem initially, where you were then increasing tension. The problem with buying 2 and trying it out and adding a 3rd is there ain't no more of this finish.
Okay, let me ask you this then. Okay, let me ask you this. What we do, because we have family over, and the kids start, running around, and we prop the door open. And I read somewhere, you're not supposed to prop the door open. It puts too much stress on the hinge. And I'm going, oh, no, I put too much stress on the hinge. So is that true?
Extremely true, especially with these types of hinges. Propping the door open absolutely fatigues them. It actually takes a hyperextended limb and extends it further. Okay.
If I don't ever prop it open, do you think I have enough hardware for my door?
The door is solid core, obviously.
It has a glass in it, so I don't know if that means it's solid or not.
Yeah, it
does have a glass in it. No, it doesn't sound. No, it's hollow. It's a hollow door with a glass in it.
Yeah, I agree. That sounds hollow. If that door is hollow, truly hollow, then you've got enough hinge. 3 would be for solid core. Okay,
no. It has a glass in it, but no, I could carry, and when we reverse these hinges, we reverse them like I was told, to reverse them, and I just feel like they're not lasting. I just feel like it's not lasting. Put the base hinge, up, but I wanted to know too. When I get it from you, is it already preset, or aren't I supposed to just adjust them myself when I get it and reinstall them?
Yeah, you can't install the hinge when you've got tension set on those leaves. You have to remove the tension.
Right, but if I'm removing them, do I mark it where I'm getting it from the factory, saying put it back to this?
No. The bottom line is start with three holes of tension, and looking at the installation instructions, it's that dastardly thing. I should just read the installation instructions, and when you do, you'll see that unfortunately, there's not a lot of guidance about it. But the tip-off for me is if you hear creaking in the spring, you've taken it too far, and that a third hinge needs to be added. But in this case, there is some guidance on the installation instructions, and what they're saying is in the top hinge, and they're if there's not installation instructions in the box, they're available online. 3 holes is really where you're going to be. 4 is not going to be the end of the world. You won't destroy the hinge at that point, but beyond that, if you hear any creaking, that spring is contorting.
That's what I did. And that's what I've done. So I will not prop the door open anymore, or we'll just remove the door and not have it anymore. I won't prop it. And so that is my error on that. And that's what I think through all these years has done it. But it is the creaking. And obviously that's the bottom line. No propping, and put it at 3. And the bottom at 3 too, or the bottom at 1?
Well, the bottom can have more holes of tension. It can, the installation instructions don't exceed 5. So, you start to get to 4 and you hear creaking. That's where I think you need to start to consider a third hinge. But according to the manufacturer, don't exceed 5 holes of tension. And the bottom is, I would probably have 3 or 4 at the top and 3 for sure at the bottom, because there needs to be tension set on the springs to keep the door vertical and not hitting the jam as it goes through its cycle.
I understand that, because that's just exactly what it was doing. So I'd yank it up, and then it'd be great, and then I'd do it again, and then I'd yank it up. But I can see why I broke it after all these years. It probably shouldn't have happened.
Well, based on your door being hollow core, the hinge must have been compromised over time, because a 5-inch Bommer 3029, a pair of them, is going to swing a 2'8" or a 2'10" hollow core door all day long. For decades. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Oh, I did then. Because, so he did get the right hinges, and it was me. Oh, well.
Well, sure, but over the period of decades.
Decades, and it hasn't been decades. So.
Yeah.
Okay, I will do that, and I will make sure everybody knows no propping. I'll move my propper and get it away. So they can't.
Well, either prop it open and have a couple of hinges in stock, 10, 20 years from now.
Yeah. I'll probably be gone by then.
You mean retired to Pompano, Florida, so you don't mean the big gone.
Coming to you. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Hey, you're a dear. Appreciate working with you, Richard. I'm looking forward to getting this solved, and you've just answered so many of my questions, so I really appreciate it.
I look forward to earning that. Thank you.
I appreciate it. You take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Architectural Builders Supply hopes you have enjoyed this program. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.